I got this in the post the other day and I was like, oh, okay. Look at that, guys, from side to side. Oh, yeah, I definitely feel like I want to go in with another one just to like, you know. No, they don't know, Tammy, because that made no sense. Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face testing new makeup. I've got almost a full face worth of stuff, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Honey. I got this in the post the other day and I was like, oh, okay. This is like a £70 moisturizer, which is insane, but the ingredients in here, let me read it out to you. They say it has vitamin C and E, it has hyaluronic acid, it has rosehip oil, shea butter, aloe vera, all really good ingredients for your skin, and it's meant to hydrate, moisturize, brighten, all of that good stuff. So it feels like a pretty thick cream. It's not like watery or anything like that. I'm not going to use too much because it seems to have a lot of like oils and stuff and hydrating ingredients, and I do already have oily skin, so I don't want nothing too thick. I'm just going to go in with a thin layer. I was a bit worried then. I thought it was going to leave a cast, but it seems to be melting in. But yeah, that seems to have hydrated my skin pretty well and feels really good. So we're going to go ahead and move on to foundation. I'm not going to prime today. I'm going to pretend this magic cream is my primer. So the foundation I have today is the Kevyn Aucoin Foundation Balm. I was sent this like a while ago when it first came out, but I just never got around to using it, but today is the day. They sent me 12, 13 and 14, and I believe the darkest shade goes up to 16. Let me go on their website and see what they say about this foundation. So they say it's a full coverage buildable foundation, which sounds right up my street. For all skin types in 20 different shades, the foundation formula delivers a silky flawless finish for younger looking skin, fortified with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, which is kind of like the moisturizer I just used. So I'm going to be really glowy today. It says it leaves a powder finish, so I'm assuming it dries down matte. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it is like a balm type of cream foundation. It does come with a little mini brush as well, like a little mini buffing brush, which I'm assuming means they want you to use this foundation with a brush. Of course, you can use it with a sponge, but I'm assuming you get the best results with a brush. Okay, so this is the darkest shade that I have, which is Deep 14, FB 14, and it comes in a little pot like this, and this is what it looks like. I think that might be me, guys. That looks pretty good. Let me check 13 just to be sure. No, this one's definitely too light. I'm gonna go with 14. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like swirl my brush into here. It is really creamy, and we're just gonna see. That's a pretty good shade match. We're just gonna spread that all over. I'm gonna do half of my face and we'll see the coverage and then finish and everything. That is a really nice shade match for me. Just gonna build up a little bit of coverage. Ooh, coverage is buildable, definitely. Full coverage as well. It's completely covered all of my scars on this side of my face. Let me look at it. Ooh, this is beautiful. It looks like a second skin, but full coverage. Okay, Kevyn Aucoin. And I really like, if I want extra coverage, I can just like go in with a little bit more product on my brush and like dab it over that area, and boom, covered. Look at that, guys, from side to side. Oh, it's matte but not drying. It's full coverage. It's so lightweight on the face, like it's not heavy, thick or cakey. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face, but I feel like you can also go in with a sheer layer of this foundation. Just take a little bit less and kind of spread it, and you see like it's not really full coverage. It is definitely buildable, so you can build it to full, but you can also wear, like, if you don't have that much scars and blemishes to cover like I do, you can just take like a light layer of it and just like even the skin tone. But I want that full coverage, girl, so I'm gonna build this up and then I'll be back so we can move on to eyeshadow. I have a Colourpop palette to test. Okay, so next we're moving on to eyeshadow, and I have the new Colourpop Bare Necessities palette, which is the neutral tone. 30 shades, or is it 35? No, 30 eyeshadows in here. So this is what the palette looks like. Very neutral, browns, cool tones, all of that stuff. But you do also get a black in here. I think I'm gonna do the black smoky eye that I promised you guys in my last video. The only thing is about this packaging, of course, it is matte and it does have like this crocodile type of faux leather effect to it. but it will get dirty. I've already got like a makeup stain on there. It will get dirty if you know, have makeup on your hands. This is what it looks like. I'm not quite sure how much it retails for. I will leave the links down below anyway, so you can check it out for yourself. Majority of this palette is like shimmer and even mattes with glitter in it. There's not that many. There's still quite a few mattes, but there's not that many. But there are still some gorgeous deep mattes in here, which is what I always look for. I look for deep mattes that I can use for transitions and stuff. But overall, if you like neutral cool tone palettes, I think this would be a great color story for you. Let's go ahead and try it on the eyes and see if they perform. But based on Colourpop palettes that I've tried before, their formula is really nice. I just wish they had a UK retailer. I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens, because honestly Colourpop is taking years. Going in with eye primer, I'm gonna do one eye with you guys and then I'll do the other one off camera just to save time. I'm using the Be Perfect Prime. It's not as thick as the P. Louise one, but it's just so good for like every day. Do you know what I mean? Like, it definitely holds the eyeshadows and it doesn't crease. Really good primer. Okay, so when I'm doing black smoky eyes, I like to start with the black. I just find that it doesn't go patchy if I do it this way. Sometimes if I build up like transition colors, outer V colors, and then go in with the black, I feel like the black can apply a bit patchy. So I just like to start with the black and pat that all over the lid and then go in with the transition shades. It's looking a bit grey, but let's see if it builds up. Do you think I need another brush? Should I try a different brush? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I forgot that they came out with a brush set. Oh my god. And it is a full brush belt which has eyeshadow brushes, face brushes, can't say the word. So we're gonna try the brushes in this set. I totally forgot. So I've never tried Colourpop brushes before, but these are what the eyeshadow brushes look like. They look super fluffy and none of the bristles are like out of place and they don't feel pokey. So we're gonna try it on the eyes. So I'm gonna take the black on this like concentrated brush and dab this all over the lid. I feel like that's going on a lot more pigmented than the fluffy brush I was using before. Yeah, this is applying beautifully. Then I'm going to take the E16 brush and I'm going to dip into either this one or this one. I might mix them both. So this one with this one, and this I'm going to stamp it on actually on the edge of the black. So I'm going to stamp it on first and then we'll blend after. Yeah, the eye brushes are really soft. They seem really fluffy as well, like they're blending really well. With black smoky eyes, by the way, guys, they always look worse until they get better. It just looks like a mess right now, but once it, you know, comes together and gets to blend, we'll be good. Then I'm gonna take the big fluffy one. So this is the biggest one, E15, and I'm gonna go into this gorgeous kind of orangey shade, and it's called Hot. How did you say that? Hot? Right up by the brow bone. Wow, that shade was really pigmented but really necessary to get that blend right up by the brow bone. Going back into a dip of that brown with a slight hint of the black, just so I can get a nice gradient here in the crease. Then one more time with the orangey shade, blending it on the edge of that browny black. It's just a lot of back and forth until you get a seamless gradient. I wish they had a pressed glitter in this palette. Every time I'm filming. Okay, I'm back. It was just the postman. Clearly look insane with just one black eye. But anyway, I'm gonna take the Kevyn Aucoin foundation brush and just clean up the edge of this smoky eye. Okay, so we're gonna leave it as a classic smoky eye. I'm just gonna put something on the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with Rumored, this shade over here. Kind of like a cool toned color, which I don't typically go for, but I feel like with smoky eyes like this, wow, that is very pigmented. You kind of need a cool tone on the inner corner. You could go in with a gold, but I don't know, I'm going in cool today. But yeah, honestly, there's nothing I can complain about from everything I've tried from Colourpop so far, and this is definitely up there with their quality. It's not as big as the 35 palettes from Morphe, maybe because it's missing that extra row, but it's really quite compact for, you know, a 30 shade palette. If you compare it to, say, my palette, for example, it's not that much bigger. Do you know what I mean? It's not extortionately, what's the word? Extraordinary? Extremely, that's the word I'm looking for. It's not extremely big. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not a bad size in my opinion. I know not everyone likes big palettes, but I really don't mind them. I'm gonna go ahead, do my other eye, and also put some lashes on, and I'll come back so we can continue the face. Okay guys, and I'm back. So the other eye is now done and we're looking very smoky, very sexy. Now we're gonna go in with concealer. So I actually have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer. I don't know if they have two formulas of this or is it always just Radiant. I'm hoping it's not too dewy because I'm not a fan of dewy concealers, but if it's like a natural finish then I can deal with it. But typically, why can I not get the words out? Typically I am a fan of matte concealers. But anyways, this is the shade 4N Medium Deep Neutral, and this is what the concealer looks like. I think it does have a big doe foot applicator. Yeah, it does. So let's just go ahead and try this out. Looks like a good shade for underneath my eyes. I'm gonna start with like that much, and then if it's not enough I can always add more, but you can't take away. So I'm gonna take my sponge. This is the Beauty Blender. It is slightly damp. It seems to be a medium. What does this concealer claim to be? Medium to full coverage, seamlessly blendable. So yeah, it blends really well, but it definitely to me is a medium coverage. Don't feel like I have enough coverage or enough brightening underneath the eyes to balance out like the dark black smoky eye. That's just personal preference, of course. Yeah, it's just not as full coverage as what I typically go for. Yeah, I definitely feel like I want to go in with another one just to like, you know. No, they don't know, Tammy, because that made no sense. I think I'm going to top it with this Nabla concealer, which is really kind of full coverage and a bit brighter. This smells like a alcohol drink, but like a sweet alcohol, not those like stingy alcohol. It smells really like a sweet drink. And then while I'm waiting for that to sit a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Tantour, which you guys know I love. It was in my last favorites video, and the dent just keeps getting deeper. I love this. It blends like a dream, and it honestly just like contours my face really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the contour areas. Like, look at that shade. Snatched, honey. Also, I've been getting quite a few comments about like, do I have some news to share? I look very glowy, like all of these like innuendos? I hope that's the word. Like Jaclyn Hill said, no, I'm not pregnant. I've just got fat, okay? So if we could just stop, you know, the comments asking me if I'm pregnant. I'm not. And even if I was pregnant, guys, let people announce their things when they want to. Like, don't ask. Don't ever ask. It's rude. Okay, so because my face is looking slightly heavier than it normally would because I had to go in with 2 concealers, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, but just lightly with a brush, not like pat it in with a brush. What? I'm just gonna pat it in with a brush, not like bake with a sponge, because that makes the, you know, under eye even heavier. So I'm just gonna go in with a light layer underneath my eyes. I don't have any new powders to test, so I'm just gonna use my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm literally just gonna press that underneath my eyes and everywhere I put the Nabla concealer. Okay, and I'm quickly gonna bronze as well, so I don't have a new one to test. It's very rare that I have a new bronzer to test. So I recently got sent this Fasali Rose Gold Mist. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I have used it in an Instagram video before, but not in a YouTube video. First of all, it smells divine. It smells amazing, really sweet. Oh, it smells like jelly, like strawberry jelly, like, you know, wibble wobble jelly. Oh. So I'm gonna quickly do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna use the same brown and black that I used on the top, on the bottom, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so for lips, I have these Nabla liquid lipsticks. I did use these yesterday and they are so comfortable, and I'm not really a liquid lipstick wearer anymore, but these were really lightweight, and like, they were slightly drying, but they weren't uncomfortable drying. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade to kind of line the lips. Really nice brown as well. What color is this? This is called Cocoa. Very fitting. Then on the center of my lips, I'm going to take Ritual, which is kind of like a nudie peachy brown caramel color, and this is going on the center. And then I also have a highlighter from Nabla. Recently I just got like a big box of stuff from Nabla, so thank you so much Nabla for sending that over. But these are their like highlighter singles. They've got some really nice colors in here for deeper skin as well. They do have 2 that are more for lighter skin, which I've already put in a giveaway, but these are the ones that I decided to keep for myself. So these are more kind of golden, then these are more kind of reddy pinky, and then this one would be like a gorgeous shimmer blush. But I think for today I want to go in with, I'm gonna go for this one. It's called Privilege, and it kind of looks like a rose gold, and this is what the packaging, how stunning is that highlighter. Okay, very subtle. Yeah, it builds up, which is great. I do like the option of either going really subtle or really kind of bright. Like, it's not glittery, it's not texturizing, but it has a really nice kind of glow. Okay guys, so we are more or less done. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my hair, and then I'll come back to you guys with the final look. Okay girlies, now I'm back. So here we have the final look. What do you think? It's been a little while since I've done a like classic black smoky eye with you guys, and I love how this looks. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you my thoughts on everything I tried today. The Kevyn Aucoin foundation balm I'm actually really impressed with so far. Based on my first impressions, I will of course need to try it a bit more, and I'll possibly update you guys in a future video. So far I definitely see myself using it again. The coverage was amazing, the finish was definitely matte, natural. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. And how it's sitting on my face right now is gorgeously. It's definitely mixed well with my concealer and powder and all of that stuff, and it just looks really flawless, but not cakey, really skin-like. As for the Estee Lauder concealer, I possibly feel like it's the only thing that not let me down, but kind of basically I can live my life without it. I've got enough full coverage matte concealers that I absolutely love that I can definitely like live my life without that one, which I'm surprised about because I do really like the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I feel like that coverage is amazing and it's matte and it stays in place all day. But the concealer, maybe to balance it out, they've gone for like a radiant medium coverage concealer to balance out the matte full coverage foundation. So maybe if I use them together I might like it a bit more, but so far I'm not really a fan of it. However, the Nabla concealer I definitely recommend trying out. I remember I got mine first of all before they sent me the package. I remember I bought mine from, I think it was Beauty Bay at the time, or Cult Beauty, one of them, for like £15. The coverage on this is beautiful. It also dries down matte. It's very like Tarte Shape Tape meets Elf Camo concealer, and it's just everything I love in a concealer. Now as for Nabla, I really like these liquid lipsticks as well. They're not sticky at all, and they definitely are very pigmented, very long lasting. I wore these yesterday and it literally wore all day until the night, until I had to take it off with a cleansing balm. So if you do want to take these off, you would definitely need to go in with like a oil, or if you eat oily food of course it will come off. But really long wearing, really comfortable on the lips, and not really drying even though they're liquid lipsticks. Now the highlighters from Nabla as well, really gorgeous. If you like that glow but not highlight, do you know what I mean? It's like a glow to your cheeks, really natural subtle glow, but not like really glittery reflective blinding highlight. And last but not least guys, the Colourpop Bare Necessities palette. Look at my eyes, I cannot complain at all. The color selection is definitely nothing unique. It's not like you've never seen these colors before. They're browns, golds, you know, black, soft type of taupey grayish tones. You've definitely seen these before and possibly have them in your collection already. But if you are looking for a big neutral palette and you don't have, at this point I feel like everyone has neutrals. I do feel like I could look through my collection and find all of these shades in my collection, but that's because I have an extensive amount of makeup. But possibly if you don't have cool tone neutrals or like a go-to neutral palette, you will enjoy this. You've got transitions, you've got like creamy type of peachy colors, you've got, you know, all the shimmers that you would need for a neutral look. Before you buy it, definitely check through your collection and see if you have anything similar. You probably do, but if you don't and you are interested, it's definitely a good quality palette. I really love Colourpop eyeshadows, the mattes, their shimmers especially. But once again, I really do wish they had a UK retailer just so it was like cheaper for us to get it. I know you can pay like customs and all of that before you check out on Colourpop, but it definitely adds up the price. As for their brushes, I definitely liked using them. Really soft, really good quality, no shedding all over my face. I did however forget to use the face brushes. Sorry guys, we'll use that in another video. Yeah, that is it from me guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything and also on this look. Leave me comments down below, and please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care, bye.